Get noticed as a photographer in 2023. These days, it takes a lot to stand out as a photographer, but here's how you can get an edge in 2023. Hello, my name is Mike Lloyd. I am a professional photographer in Silicon Valley, California, and I love being different because we are all different by default. No one is a clone of anyone else. You're like, but I'm a twin or a triplet. It's like you got unique fingerprints and DNA and all that good stuff, and no matter what you do, you are different by default. So how do we capitalize on that and help you stand out from everyone else with a camera? Because there have never been more people who own cameras who want to be photographers, but there's also not many people who know how to run a business and knows how to actually differentiate themselves in our industry. So you're about to get a leg up on your competition with these 5 tips. Number 1, show up. And stay with me here, there's a lot to that one. Number 2, understand why people hire you. Number 3, embrace your unique style. Number 4, invest in education. And number 5, keep pushing. All right, so number 1 is show up. You gotta show up 10 times more than you think you need to as a business owner because organic reach is garbage, which means if you post on your Facebook business page or your Instagram account, you are likely only going to get 1 to 2% reach, meaning if you have 1,000 followers on your Instagram account and you post there, 1 to 2% of that is like 10 to 20 people. You're only going to get 10 to 20 sets of eyeballs on that post. It's awful. And you're like, but I'm using keywords and hashtags and I have great photos. It doesn't matter. Instagram has a lot of people on it and there's limited space in the news feed. So people need to have really good engaging content in order to stand out, and you have to post a lot of good engaging content, like twice a day, a lot, 3 times a day, a lot. And you're like, I don't want to write that many posts. What do I even say? Well, you can outsource someone to do that for you like I've done because I sure as hell don't want to write 3 social media posts a day. I'm already creating 3 YouTube videos a week. I'm doing, 3 to 4 photo shoots a week plus everything else going on in my life. That's a lot of time that I just don't want to spend doing a thing that I'm not really interested in, but it needs to happen. Because for the business to succeed, I have to stay connected. I have to show up. So you can hire people to do the things that you don't want to do, but you need to show up, whether that's an email, have somebody else create the systems for you if you don't want to create lead magnets and have an automated backend that sends out nurture sequences. And if you're like, Mike, I don't know what any of that means, cool, I'll tell you how to handle that at the end. But you have to show up. You have to be present 10 times more than you think you need to, because most people are not going to open your emails. Most people are not going to see the posts that you make. They're not going to attend the events that you do. They're not going to see the things that you're doing. So you have to do 10 times as much as you think you need to reach the amount of people who will book you. So show up a lot. Number 2 is understand why people want to book you. This is really, 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 really hard for brand new photographers because it's not about us. It's not about our art. It has nothing to do with our photos, and we are one piece of the puzzle. But what are our clients actually going to get out of the experience? That's why they're hiring us. I just got off the phone before I recorded this video. It was a consult call with a new client, and she's going through a divorce. She just lost 55 pounds in this new fitness journey that she's been on. She's rebuilding her identity as this new person, and she wants to feel genuinely happy in these photos because part of her experience going through her healing process has been identifying how long has it been since I've genuinely been happy. And she was telling me she went through all these social media photos and her camera reel and couldn't find anything where she genuinely looked happy. And that's my goal. And I'm never going to tell someone to smile in a photo shoot, but we're going to have a really gosh darn good time in here. And I want to capture that, especially for her. So that's what she wants out of the shoot. I can absolutely bring that to life. If I just advertise that I take sexy photos as a boudoir photo or as a boudoir photographer, I would have lost her because that's not why she was doing the shoot. However, if you just want to take sexy photos as for someone to give an album to their spouse to be on their wedding day or as a Valentine's present, totally cool. You will attract the kind of people that offer the things that you want. But you have to actually offer the things that people do want and learn what those are so that you can build your marketing campaigns around that. all the content on my website, everything in my Facebook group, all of my social media, everything that I do is built around this rediscover who you are, reconnect with the woman inside you haven't seen in years. This is all about you. These photos are your souvenir from this empowering experience. That's my brand. It may not be yours, but if it is, cool. We all approach it differently, but that's what I put out there, and that's why my clients hire me. Number 3, embrace your unique style. Maybe you're thinking, well, I just got started. I don't know what the heck my unique style is. That's cool. Shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot until you get there. Like literally anyone who will step in front of your camera, call up every local burlesque troupe or message them on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Find dance groups, like find anyone, get on Model Mayhem, local photography groups. Anyone who wants to get in front of your camera, get them in front of your camera. Play with different lighting setups, with different editing techniques. Figure out what your style is. Don't try to emulate somebody else or don't try to copy them because it's not going to come from here. The way that I recommend learning somebody else's style is to figure out, okay, what are they trying to achieve here? What are the techniques they are using? And then you go do those, but you're going to have your own spin on it. So all of my work, dark and moody, I use gridded softboxes and honeycomb grids on reflectors. That's my look. And I got there because I just played around with a ton of lighting setups. And I didn't even own that equipment. I rented a studio with a couple of friends. There were 2 photographers and we had a couple models. And they had all this lighting gear in the studio. We just played with everything for the day. You know, I think we each spent like $200, something like that, to rent the place for the day and bought the models lunch and hung out and gave them photos. And we didn't know what we were doing. You know, the girls were really inexperienced, but we were just in there to play. And that was the whole point. And I fell in love with the dark and moody gridded look, and that's become my style. And that's what I'm known for. And when you scroll through any of the local, hashtags or location tags on Instagram, you know my work before you ever see my name on it. And you can get to that point as well. I know that there are a lot of people who follow other photographers who use their same editing services, and they love that, and it works for them, and that is amazing. Keep it consistent though, because I see a lot of times in brand new photographer portfolios, you've got the dark and moody and the light and airy, and you've got some black and whites, and you've got some indoors, and you've got some outdoors. Your clients are going to look at that, or your potential clients are going to look at that and think, I don't know what I'm going to get from this person because I really want outdoor stuff, but it looks like they do a lot of indoors, or I don't like black and white photos, but half their images are black and white. I don't think I want that. You can still do other things that leave you fulfilled as a creative photographer, but your style needs to be consistent all across everything that you do. So everything that I shoot is this dark and moody, indoor, elegant, dramatic, fashion-inspired look. Do I do other things? Totally. I use color gels. I've done outdoor stuff, and I might share them once in a while here and there. And if clients call and they're like, I want an outdoor shoot and we can make it work, I'll do it. But I'm not going to advertise that I do it because I want to keep everything consistent for my brand, to make it easy for people to know what they see and then book me. And no one else around me shoots like I do. Everyone else does the same light and airy look, and their work is not differentiated from any other local photographers. But not everyone wants the dark and moody stuff. So if they want the light and airy, that's cool. They can go hire someone else. I'm not worried about missing out on that money because there are so many people who do want what I do, and it comes from right here. I get to do what leaves me fulfilled creatively, and that draws in clients who want the exclusivity of my experience. And you'll get that as well as soon as you start shooting the way that you want to shoot and just focus on that. Number 4, invest in education. This isn't just a commercial to get you into my own courses, although I've got really good ones at boudoirguild.com. You will never stop learning, because as soon as you stop learning, you've already lost. I heard a great metaphor a while ago as related to marketing, but this totally applies to education as well. Your education is like walking up the down escalator. As soon as you stop, you're moving backwards. And I totally believe that. Now, that doesn't mean you need to constantly buy courses or go to classes or think that you have to go back to college or anything like that. But just make time in your schedule. Maybe it's once a week. Maybe it's once a month. Do something that helps you learn. And that could be about business. That could be about photography. It could be about anything, but just keep your mind going. I'll take the dog for a walk or just go out walking by myself and I'll put a podcast in. Yesterday, I learned some great new tips about SEO and about Instagram marketing that I implemented as soon as I got home from my walk. Simple things like that. Do you go to the gym? Are you on a treadmill or an elliptical for 20 minutes? Cool. Pop in a podcast or an audiobook and learn something about business or learn something about photography or analyze new lighting setups, and at your next photo shoot, say, hey, I've got an idea for something new. Do you want to try it? Everyone's going to say yes. And then you just set it up. There's no pressure. If it doesn't work out, you're like, well, cool. I learned that wasn't my thing. And you laugh about it and you move on. Always be learning, always be focused on growing and developing, because our environment changes constantly. Google's algorithms and Facebook and Instagram's algorithms. What will TikTok allow or not allow? What are good email best practices? How much should we be charging? Do certain products not sell? Do other ones sell really well? Things constantly change, and it's up to us to stay on top of that. It might sound overwhelming, but once you get a good foundation set, it's just making little tiny adjustments and also hanging out with other business-minded people, not asking for advice from people who aren't photographers, who aren't running successful businesses, but actually building friendships and partnerships with other people who get what we do, so that you can meet up for coffee or a beer or a burrito or whatever and just talk shop for a little bit and stay connected with what's going on. Number 5, just keep pushing. I have a sign hanging above my computer in my office that says this, because there are days I don't want to do it. There are days that are really hard. I might have 4 consults booked back to back to back to back. 3 of them don't answer, and 1 of them hangs up on me as soon as I call. I literally had that 2 weeks ago. I'm like, cool, what a waste of all this time that I've blocked off. And then I obviously have other things that I could be doing, but now it puts me in kind of a bummer mindset, but I gotta just keep pushing. I'll have a $40,000 month, and then maybe the next month is like a $10,000 month. And you might be thinking, I would love it if my worst months were $10,000, but I got bills to pay, I have goals, and I have expectations for myself, and $10,000 a month does not meet that expectation. It's not always in my control, but I'm going to do everything that I can do to keep that momentum going so that I can just consistently have my $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 months. That's my happy place. So just keep pushing, and again, like I mentioned in the last point, have friends around you who get it. I have a couple other local entrepreneur friends that will meet up for coffee or a glass of wine in the evenings. And the text message is usually like, I need a glass of wine. You free tonight at 6? And they're like, so free at 6 o'clock for a glass of wine. And then we meet up and we're like, how's your week going? And they're like, yep, it's going. I'm here. Let's do this. And we just lay everything out, and we get to vent and commiserate with someone who gets it. Super important to have somebody who gets it, because if your spouse or your best friend is not an entrepreneur, if they're not a business owner, they're not going to get it. And they can offer you support in different ways, but having people around you who get it are going to help you push through. But if it means writing on your bathroom mirror, just keep pushing, or hanging a sign up above your computer, just keep pushing, you just got to keep doing it. Even on the days you don't want to, especially on the days you don't want to. Some days I might only work a half a day because that's as much as I can get out of myself, but it's a half day better than I really wanted to. It happens to all of us. I don't know that it's ever going to stop. We just have to figure out how to keep going. So keep pushing. All right, those are my 5 tips to help you stand out in 2023. Number 1, show up way more than you think you need to. Number 2, really understand why people want to book you. Number 3, embrace your unique style. Number 4, invest in education. And number 5, just keep pushing. So I also recommend you check out my other video, how to build a photography portfolio without clients, because you don't need clients to build a portfolio, and I'm going to tell you how. And if you're like, you know what, Mike, I want to be really bummed out about a $10,000 month. How do I start making that kind of money? You can head to boudoirguild.com and check out the courses I have available there, whether it's posing or lighting, business fundamentals, or sales, pricing, marketing. It's all there for you. And I tell you exactly what I do. I walk you through step by step so you can start making great money as a photographer also. So share down in the comments that this is going to be your best year ever. This is going to be my best year ever. That's what I want to see from everyone who watched this video, because it will be, because you're going to make it, because you're going to keep pushing. You are amazing. We'll see you inside.